If you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm gonna try to take everything away from you. And I don't care when I find out. Could be today, tomorrow, 15, 20 years from now. If I find out, you're fucking finished. Who's that? That's you.
So I did not want to go back and forth with Katt Williams like that. That bothered me so bad. That really bothered me.
If you've scrolled through socials this week, you couldn't miss it. Katt Williams is back in the hot seat and the cancel mob is circling again. This time, it's over that infamous interview with radio host Wanda Smith, the one where Katt shredded her live on air and had the whole studio gasping. Now critics are saying Katt didn't just roast her.
It was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life.
I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli and tell me does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
Is that the only step in broccoli? Heat up water?
Simmer.
Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli?
They're accusing him of destroying Wanda's career, a career she spent years building. Some are even calling him a disgrace and demanding he make it right. This comes right after Katt publicly apologized for his old Michael Jackson jokes, which stirred up its own wave of backlash. Now, angry fans are piling on, saying he also owes an apology to Wanda's family. The noise is getting loud, but here's the twist. Dave Chappelle just stepped into the fire to defend Katt. He said flat out that the Wanda interview wasn't cruelty, it was comedy, and Katt was only firing back when someone tried him.
That's why I don't be coming out doing comedy all the time, because y'all niggas is the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain in my fucking...
Chappelle even blasted fans for digging through old clips just to drag someone down years later. So the real question is, why is this old interview suddenly going viral again, and is Chappelle right that the cancel crowd is taking it way too far? Let's break it all down and see what really went down between Katt and Wanda. So here's the setup. Katt Williams recently shocked fans by apologizing to Michael Jackson's family. He admitted that all those wild jokes he made about MJ back in his comedy specials, he regrets them now.
I shouldn't have, honestly. Some of these things are the reason that the enemy decides to go ahead and let you be famous, is your ability to tear down your own kind, no matter how high they are.
This might be the noblest of professions. Robin Williams had a bar that I loved. He said comedy is the only job you can have where you can use everything you know. And that's true. You can use more than you know. You can use what you think. Use it. Don't be afraid. Don't let these bitch-ass niggas button your lip. Say it anyway.
Katt explained that, looking back, he realized the folks signing his checks and giving him the stage had their own agenda, an ugly one. According to Katt, they wanted to see black men tear each other down for laughs. That one confession was all it took for social media to explode. Suddenly, people started calling Katt a hypocrite, saying if he's really sorry, then he owes way more apologies, including one to the late Wanda Smith. One user ranted, "Katt Williams is a POS for what he did to Wanda Smith. Forget him." Another wrote, "I remember when Katt clowned Wanda on air and the whole city of Atlanta laughed. Everyone backed Katt back then, but now Wanda's gone and suddenly folks are acting like they always supported her."
Wherever you at under the sound of my voice, do you have a real co-worker?
Right.
Do you have a ratchet friend? Do you have a sister? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a nephew? Do you have a niece? Is they so ghetto? When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, "I want to give it to Brad Pitt." The only thing before that in the movie with me is, I slept with this white man and I got a white baby. She had a white husband for the 14 years she been doing comedy, and then all of a sudden divorced him, then said he abused her, then wrote a book, then said he didn't, And then now we're at Brad Pitt. So, hey, you can say whatever you want. She said she got a disease for JJ. Don't nobody check for that. I support Linnell, Melanie Camacho, Miss Laura. All the people that got skipped over in the list between now and then. It's no shade to nobody.
Yeah,
we are in the only business where, as a black woman, what you look like is not supposed to be held against you. And time again, they show you that you can be sidetracked by anything light skin.
Please, I would haunt you lames. But here's the twist. Katt isn't standing alone. Dave Chappelle himself jumped in to defend him. Chappelle said this whole thing reminds him of when people tried to cancel him over trans jokes. His message? Comedy is supposed to be the last safe space where you can speak raw truth, and no comedian should let cancel culture silence their might. But let's be real. This whole Katt and Wanda drama wasn't just about cancel culture. There's a darker side that barely gets mentioned. Katt himself claimed that after their clash, Wanda and her husband literally tried to take him out over a joke. Wild, right? Here's the backstory. September 2018, Katt and fellow comedian Red Grant stopped by Frank and Wanda in the morning while Red was promoting some Atlanta shows. What should have been a light 20-minute interview spiraled into the station's most viral clip ever. And it's obvious why.
That's dope.
You cook? Do you cook for your kids?
Absolutely.
Tell me some of the things you cook that they are proud of. Like, Dad made some. You got the best spaghetti. You got the best steak. What do you have? Say, what do they like?
Just because you're a poor interviewer doesn't mean.
I said you answer the question and just tell me.
Man, you're a strong black woman. Is it okay for me to answer?
Come on.
You keep interrupting the answer. Everyone can hear it. It sounds like you like me a little bit. It's starting to bleed over the airway.
I have 3 boys.
Excellent.
Yes, I do.
Aren't boys simple? Aren't boys simple?
They can be. They can be.
Wanda knows
I'm what?
she didn't do as much cooking in the latter years as she did in the beginning.
Whatever. I cook. I do it all.
I didn't say that you
Well,
didn't.
that's all right. I did it in the beginning and the middle and the end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys, yeah.
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
At first, the vibe was cool, but the second Wanda tossed a little shade, Katt flipped the script. He went straight into roast mode. One moment he was chilling, the next he was dissecting the comedy game. Katt called out Tiffany Haddish, saying she bagged a Netflix deal without ever grinding on tour, and claimed no one could even name a single original joke she'd written. Then he took it further, arguing that mainstream media constantly overlooks talented black female comedians, yet Tiffany was pushed as the chosen one. According to Katt, Tiffany wasn't picked for her grind. She was picked because she was the safe option to market to white audiences. That's when Wanda stepped in, defending Tiffany, saying she blew up because she's authentic. But Katt wasn't letting that slide. He cut her off, saying Tiffany's rise to the top of black female comedy came down to just 2 very specific reasons. Katt didn't hold back for a second. He snapped that Tiffany only blew up because she talks non-stop about dating white men and she's got lighters. The room got tense quick, and from there, the energy between Katt and Wanda only got messier.
Good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you.
Station viewer 3, your hair is kind of.
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's natural?
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air,
come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry, ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hands moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning?
Wanda tried to play it slick by tossing him a random question about whether he even cooks for his kids. Big mistake. Katt instantly flipped it into a comedy beatdown, firing off verbal jabs so sharp the whole studio froze. For a split second, they both cracked a laugh, like maybe the storm had passed. But Katt wasn't done. Out of nowhere, he brought up Wanda's kids and turned the interview into a full-blown roast session. At first, Wanda chuckled, but you could see the fury bubbling underneath. She tried flipping the script, dragging up Katt's legal troubles and even clowning his hair. But that only added fuel to the fire. Near the end, Wanda swung with her hardest shot, calling Katt Lil Mama and even hinting he might be gay. Katt shut it down instantly, flipping the insult back so fast it was brutal to watch. The interview ended with Wanda looking crushed, humiliated, right there on her own show. But then the whole feud spun completely out of control. Wanda wasn't letting that humiliation slide, and according to reports, she sent her husband and even her son to confront Katt, with a gun involved. Things went from comedy to chaos real quick. It all happened on September 15th, 2018, outside the Atlanta Comedy Theater, where Wanda was hosting a show. Katt pulled up, and next thing you know, Wanda's husband, Lamorris, stormed into the parking lot strapped. Security cameras caught the tense standoff, showing Wanda and Katt arguing just minutes before Lamorris came charging after him.
Wanda Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm Lil Mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
and what
girl.
are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
Oh, that's okay.
You big on the radio.
That's right. And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay.
No.
The story only got crazier when police got involved. Lamorris admitted he chased Katt but swore he never pulled the gun, claiming it just fell out while he was running. Wanda backed him up on air a few days later, saying Katt only came to her event to clown her and her husband was just protecting his wife. But then, boom, TMZ dropped the receipts. They released footage showing Lamorris clearly holding the gun and chasing Katt straight into a grocery store. Now, the video didn't show him pointing it at Katt, and Lamorris insisted he never planned to shoot anybody. Still, that clip made it clear this wasn't just jokes gone too far. This was a full-on street-level showdown, and the drama was only just beginning. Fast forward to January 2019, and boom, Wanda Smith was suddenly fired from V103 Atlanta. No official reason was ever given, but the rumors went wild. Many linked it back to her calling Katt Lil Mama and tossing out those low blows about him being gay. In a city like Atlanta, with such a strong Black LGBTQ community, that move probably cost her heavy. Meanwhile, Katt stayed quiet at the time. No comments, no clapbacks. But years later, in January 2024, he finally broke his silence on Club Shay Shay.
I just want to talk to you because you just won an Emmy for the city of Atlanta, and this is in Atlanta, and they just want to hear about the Emmy and hear from you and to thank you for what you did putting the city on.
Right. Okay.
And we won't talk about your kids. We won't talk about jail, no cases. We ain't going to talk about none of that.
Right.
And immediately gets in there and goes the opposite way. You can't flip up on me because you're an inferior comedian. I'm going to destroy you, and I'm never going to call you out of your name. I'm never going to say anything disrespectful to people that look like you. It's a very thin line I got to call, but this lady is trying to embarrass me.
Katt laid it all out, claiming the Wanda beef started way before the cameras even rolled. According to him, Wanda promised she wouldn't bring up his kids or his legal troubles. But the second he mentioned Tiffany Haddish, she broke that promise and dragged his personal life into the spotlight. That's when things went downhill fast. Katt also insisted that Wanda was trying to embarrass him in front of her gay fan base, which he believes is the real reason she eventually lost her job and faded from the spotlight. And when it came to her husband pulling up with that gun, Katt didn't mince words. He said the whole thing felt like a setup. In his eyes, Wanda wasn't just throwing shade, she actually tried to get him taken out over a joke. Fast forward to October 2024. Wanda tragically passed away just a single day after celebrating her 58th birthday. And Katt? He stayed completely silent. No public statements, no condolences, nothing. Some fans said that was the smartest move he could have made. Because if Katt had spoken up, the cancel crowd would have torn him apart, calling him fake and hypocritical.
In front of a largely homosexual fan base. That's why she got canceled. Gay people don't take it kindly that you would, as a derogatory, call me gay. Gay people don't feel like it's derogatory. So why are you trying to shame me with something in a community I don't even belong in? There's no gay people saying I belong over there or been over there.
You did,
but I have no hatred of over there, and how dare you?
You did a number on it, though.
Hey.
You did a number on it. That's legendary.
No.
Others wondered if maybe he reached out to Wanda's family privately. We don't know. But here's the part that blows minds. After all that history, social media still started digging up the old drama, demanding Katt be canceled over an interview that nearly cost him his life. That's insane. And honestly, it proves exactly what Dave Chappelle's been saying all along. Cancel culture doesn't care about context, doesn't care about time passing, and it sure doesn't care about comedy. They'd rather erase comedians than admit that sometimes jokes go too far, sometimes they hit hard. But that's the whole point of comedy. At the end of the day, there was never really a fair fight between Katt and Wanda. It wasn't just an interview gone wrong, it was a cultural flashpoint that showed how fast comedy can turn into combat. Wanda took her shots, Katt clapped back harder, and the fallout followed them for years. Firing, family drama, and even a gun chase caught on tape. And now, after Wanda's passing, the cancel crowd is trying to rewrite history, acting like Katt's the villain when the receipts show he was the one fighting for his career and his safety. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing's clear. Katt Williams never plays by the rules, and that's exactly why he's still standing while everyone else is catching up.
No comedians until afterwards. I just know that it was a setup.
Right.
And remember, they tried to kill me this same weekend. Not in jokes, with a real gun in my real face on real camera. Understand I'm losing my life for participating in something that goes along with my job. Like, it's two comedians, what do you mean? And the world was okay with it because it was me. Had that happened to anyone else, the world went crazy when Will smacked Chris. This is a person pulling a whole gun on a comedian in the confines of their job. It's really a weird situation when they hate you that bad.
Yeah.
There was never a comparison. There was only Katt Williams, the man who flipped every stage into his battlefield and changed the game while the world was still trying to figure him out. So if you're rocking with this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your crew, and I'll catch you on the next one. And isn't that the crazy part? Comedy used to be the one place where nothing was off limits. The stage was where you could test boundaries, ruffle feathers, and speak truth without worrying about who might clip it years later and turn it into a weapon. Katt Williams lived by that rule, and that's why his name still shakes the room. But now, the cancel crowd digs through old tapes like detectives, hoping to bury legends instead of letting comedy breathe. Dave Chappelle said it best. When you take the danger out of comedy, you kill the art itself. And Katt's saga with Wanda is the perfect example. It wasn't just jokes, it was survival, pride, and proof that not everyone can handle the heat when the mic gets hot. So let's call it what it is. Katt didn't just roast Wanda, he survived her, her husband, and the cancel machine that tried to erase him. And that's why his story hits harder than ever today. Well, let me know how you feel about this whole wild saga between Katt Williams and the late Wanda Smith. Do you think Katt owes her family the same kind of apology he gave to Michael Jackson's people? Or are folks just reaching, dragging up old drama to try and cancel him for no real reason? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with your people, and I'll see you in the next video.